Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Bruno Coelho and welcome to another edition of the Eugene Schwartz advertising reviews that I'm doing for you. So you can have the ability to apply the same strategies that Eugene used back in the day to generate over $1 billion in advertising, in revenue. With this advertising, with ads just like the ones that you're seeing on your screen right now. Now, these ads that I'm showing you, this is from back in the day. This is from the 1970s, 1980s. The only way to find out if this can work for you today is for you to use it. So I hope that you can take the strategies from this video and use it today and let me know how it worked for you. All right, so let's start. The headline: don't pay a penny for this book till it doubles your power to learn. All right, now let's go for the first line. Don't pay a penny for this book. Right away, it's grabbing the attention of those who are reading this. Okay, I will not pay for a penny to get this book. This is interesting. Until what? Until this book delivers what it's meant for. Until it delivers a promise. That is, it's gonna double your power to learn. Now, another interesting thing here is that this benefit or this promise is already identifying the audience that this book is for. Because you might be, wondering, hey, who doesn't want to double their power to learn? I will tell you who doesn't want to double their power to learn is people who are just average, who are just settling for good enough, and they are just happy with what they have. But those who don't settle for anything less that they know that they can be, and that they can achieve, they would love to have this double ability to learn, faster and 2 times faster and 2 times more information, so they can, have more of this information available to them at will, so they can use it right now, right? So imagine that you could have at your disposal all the marketing strategies, advertising, persuasion skills that Eugene Schwartz has and that I'm analyzing with you right now. At your disposal, that you already analyzed like 100 different ads, and that now you're the advertising god of the universe. Wouldn't that be great? Of course. So this is meant to get the attention, but of course that it starts to to build that skepticism in people's minds. Oh, all right, I'm gonna double my power to learn. Yeah, right. So that's why. Before the headline, there's this, copy here at the top. I'm gonna focus on that now. Read below why this hard-hitting volume has racked up the incredible sales figure of 215,000 copies sold in America alone. Now, this particular number might not impress you anymore because this is 2016 and maybe 250,000 copies is not that much. But back in the day, this was really an incredible sales figure. So this is building trust. This is building, 215,000 copies. That means that maybe 215,000 people bought this. And now here's the interesting thing. Eugene gives a suggestion about why this big number exists. Why is this selling so great? And he says, well, because it works, right? Because when you read this headline, right, don't pay a penny until it doubles your power to learn, what Eugene is suggesting, and this is the key word here, suggesting, he's making a suggestion. If this big promise, this big claim doubles your power to learn, if this was not true, would this book be, selling as this much, like 215,000? Of course not. So this is, Eugene is trying to use the sales figure as a proof that this works. Of course, that a product can be sold and still not work, right? The number of copies sold by itself doesn't mean that it works, right? Might mean that the marketing is on point, might mean that the advertising is perfect, might mean that the people are ready to, to really invest in themselves. But what if 215,000 people were, wrong or fooled by this book? It doesn't mean that it works, just meant that it's being sold, right? However, Nonetheless, Eugene is using this number, is giving this suggestion that, yeah, this is selling because it works. Like, I think it was an Elvis kind of expression back in the day that they were saying something like, hey, this much number of people cannot be wrong, right? So if this big number of people is doing this and they buying this means something, right? It means that this is working. So giving this suggestion is a way to make in the people's minds, in the readers' minds, association between, yeah, I can trust this because there's too many people buying this, and then he's using that authority to say, hey, and the reason why this is happening is because it works. Okay, let's move to the opening. Okay, this is called the opening. After the headline, you see, this article is going to shock the life out of you because it flatly says bunk to every idea you've ever had about how difficult it is to learn. Okay, notice how immediately Eugene is addressing your skepticism. Because if you ever felt that learning was hard, when you see this big claim that, oh, this book will double my ability to learn, yeah, right. Yeah, your skepticism is triggering, sending all kinds of alarms to your brain, like, oh, wake up, don't be fooled again. And so that's why he's immediately addressing the skepticism here. This article says that if you could only liberate the exact same talent and intelligence and ability that you have tied up inside you today, then you could, and then here it comes the list of benefits that you will enjoy. Read anything you wish, twice as fast as you can read today. Absorb facts like a sponge and repeat them almost word for word years later. Flash through math, business, financial problems that have you stopped cold today. Hold people spellbound with the power of your speech and your written words. Outthink others when you have the power over them in judgment. Outshine them completely in imagination. So Eugene just overwhelms you with the amount of things that you can do once you get this book, right? So first he addresses the skepticism about, hey, this will flatly says bunk to every idea you ever had about how difficult it is to learn. And then he says, hey man, you have the talents and intelligence and ability within you, but it's tied up. So if you could untie yourself, if you could untie all that potential, you could do this, and that. So the next step for Eugene on this article is to show how you can unblock, release really all that potential. So let's see how he does that. Immediately, if we step back for a second here, immediately you see that the rest of the article is divided into read this, thrilling testimonials. And then you see the learning actions grouped by the numbers and the order by these learning actions appear in the book. So you see the learning action number 1 lets you skim through a book in 30 minutes, dazzle others with your insights into it that very same night. There you go. Then learning action number 2 gives you a tape recorder memory for the spoken word, lets you hear hidden secrets in people's conversation that they don't even know they're revealing, and so on and so forth. All right. And then the call to action: send no money, prove it at our risk. And then here's a photo of the man himself, Eugene Schwartz. Now, let's first focus on the follow-up on the opening. He says, and do it all not by struggling through dirty textbooks, not by memorizing useless theories, but simply putting your locked up learning powers to work entirely at my risk without your paying a single penny till you prove every word of it yourself. Okay, so this is the cool thing about this is that his listing is giving you immediately the things that you don't want to do, right? And he's saying, hey, you're gonna do all this, but without having to then struggling through theory textbooks, not memorizing useless theories, and then gives you the answer. Okay, you're gonna simply put your locked up learning powers to work. Here's how. And then he proceeds to show you how with the learning actions. Let's just focus on one because the others are just kind of like a repetition. So in this case, let's you skim through a book in 30 minutes, dazzle others with your insights into it that very same night. So if you ever wanted to have the power, kind of, insert an USB right into your brain and download into your brain immediately all the books in business, marketing, sales, whatever the things that you want to learn how to do, persuasion, public speaking, whatever it is, and you've ever wished that you could learn, that you can have all that knowledge right now at your service. This could only happen if you could just download all that information into your brain immediately. And this is the learning action that the book is promising you to show you how, right? So this action is literally a brand new way to read the printed page. Keywords here is a brand new way. So you thought that you can read, right? In school taught you to read, but he's saying, hey, this is a brand new way to do this. And the way that you can take away from this ad to your own business is, hey, how different, how new is your approach? Is the approach that is different? This is the process that is different? Is the design that is different? What is unique about your product or your service that people might be skeptical about, like, oh yeah, man, I've already tried that stuff. No, but this is new. This is a brand new way, right? And second, he's pacing you over on the future. He's saying, hey, once you are shown it, you will never read a book from cover to cover again. Instead, you will flash right through it, automatically skipping the boring details, automatically scooping up the main ideas as fast as your eyes can travel down the page. Okay, keywords here is that the use of the word automatically. So it feels like that is something that your subconscious will do for you, right? Again, he says you absorb the key ideas of most books in 30 minutes. Burn a magazine article into your memory in 5 minutes. Master the heart of a business report in 3 minutes. So it's all about going to the core of it and catch those main ideas and strategies fast. And you'll file these facts away in your mind in such a perfect order, automatically, keyword again, that you can pull them right out again at an instant's notice. Why would you want to do this, right? What is the benefit? And he gives away the benefit immediately. So you can back up every point you make in a conversation with dozens of overwhelming facts. And that's exactly what Eugene is trying to do here. He's trying to overwhelm you with fact after fact after fact, and then making an association with the benefits. Hey, here's the facts. Here's what this book promises you to do. This is the future scenario. This is your new powers that you're gonna have at your service that you can apply automatically at your will, and then gives you the benefits. Hey, look how great would it be to learn twice as much at twice as fast. But then he gives away the facts. Hey, 2,000 copies have been sold, so this is a proof that this works, right? And this is a brand new way to read the printed page. That's why this was never done before, because nobody was reading the books like I'm showing you on this book that I'm selling you, right? So, and when you get overwhelmed by facts, your brain might, this is a way to calm down the skeptical mind, right? The skeptical mind of your readers, right? The people who are reading this ad needs to be calmed down so they can accept the fact that this might be possible for them, right? Because they might go, hey, this can work for others, and this is what Eugene is doing at the left side here. Read these thrilling testimonials. And then authority trigger from the head of the psychology department of one of America's leading business schools in Boston, Massachusetts. I think that I just murdered here this name, Massachusetts. Oh my God. Sorry guys, just gonna stick with Boston. Okay, and then you'll see from 3 men and women exactly like you. Keywords there, like you, right? They are like you. So what Eugene is doing is like, hey, if it worked for them, it can work for you because, hey, they're just like you, right? And then, okay, coming back to the learning actions, each one of these topic is giving the reader the insight, the insight about what are the new powers that they will get if they read this book, if they study this book, and if they apply the strategies within the book. Okay, as you can see, the word automatically is spread across this sections, right? He tries to make it as brutally obvious as possible the benefits that you will enjoy. This is the payoff. Now you can start turning your knowledge into the kind of life you've always dreamed of. For example, and then he gives you an example so you can see yourself doing this and enjoying this. Okay, let's fast forward to the call to action. Okay, send no money. Prove it at your risk. Now let me be perfectly frank. These 7 simple actions are literally the difference between being first in line for life's treasures or being satisfied with other men's livings. Okay. Interesting thing here is he is dividing us from them, like us, the achievers, the ambitious people, from the others who are just settling for average. Okay, and he's dividing so you can choose for yourself in which category, which group you want to belong. Continues, as far as we know, they have never been collected between the covers of a single book before. Interesting thing here is that he's not saying that this stuff is completely new. He's saying that it's new because it's compiled into one single book. You don't have to go through this book and that book and that book. No, it's a single book. It has everything you need. Now at last they are yours in How to Double Your Power to Learn by Eugene Schwartz. The cost of this one volume encyclopedia of learning made easy is only $5 or $6, far less than other books that do not do its job nearly as well. So he's comparing with the competition. He's trying to make it super clear to you why it's worth the $6. But even more important, he continues, is its unconditional guarantee. So here comes the irresistible part. It makes it irresistible for you to say yes. Because when you make it irresistible, when you make like a no-brainer, when you actually make it hard for someone to say no because it makes no sense, when everything you do throughout your advertising is make it so brutally simple and obvious that the right decision for them is to say yes because 1, they have nothing to lose. 2, they have everything to gain. Man, why would I say no, right? So, but if this book must deliver every single promise we have made, okay, coming back, remember? Learning actions 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7. These amazing powers, he's making sure that you remember all these powers, and then he closes down at the end by saying, it must deliver every single promise. It must show you beyond doubt that action and not theory is the key to literally doubling your earning power, or simply return it for every cent of your purchase price back. You have nothing to lose, a whole new world of accomplishment to gain. Send in the no risk coupon below today. So he calls for this action. Hey man, you have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. Send this today. So my question for you is, are you doing this today with your content marketing? Are you being super clear about the benefits that your market, your people will enjoy with your products, with your services? Are you listing point by point the powers and the benefits that they will enjoy? Are you showing them how others are enjoying this the promises, the very promises that you're telling them that they will enjoy, are you showing them beyond any doubt that other people just like them, right, are enjoying this? And then are you closing this deal with authority and with an unconditional guarantee, like, and then make it irresistible? Are you making it irresistible for them to say yes? Because if you are, then chances are that you're doing really well with your content marketing. By the way, again, guys, the point of this video is for you to have these strategies super clear to you so you can go ahead and apply them. So do me a favor and share on the comments below how these strategies have been working for you. But before you go, let's just review this final section here at the right, where Eugene posts a picture of himself and gives a bit of context about himself, right? So, for the past 6 years, Eugene Schwartz has worked with some of the country's leading pioneers in vitro learning, the modern science, keyword there, of learning how to learn. As a writer, editor, or publisher, he has been instrumental in bringing to the American public books on memory improvement, executive training techniques, high-speed learning, creative thinking, problem-solving, time organization, and many more. But why not take all these incredibly powerful learning breakthroughs and pack them into one great book that can be used by any man or woman to show overnight results, again, big claim, in their learning power, earning power, so startling that they may literally take their breath away. This is the goal of this book. The job was too important to leave to someone else, Mr. Schwartz says. I couldn't rest until I did it myself. So Eugene Schwartz, I told you at the beginning of this video, this man created ads just like this, who generated $1 billion in revenue. This ad is specifically targeted for a product that Eugene himself created. So as you will see in future videos, Eugene is writing ads not only about himself but about other people. But this ad that I showed you is about some of the a book that literally Eugene created, and now Acrobat Reader crashed. Anyway, guys, glad that I'm at the end of the video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and let me know by liking this video. Show me that this information, these strategies were helpful for you, and remember to subscribe to keep catching these videos. All right, I'm Bruno Coelho, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching, by the way.